First, welcome to our lesson of polite interruption. That is lesson 17. And I would want us to go straight to the reading of our conversation and paying particular attention to the ways in which the speakers interrupt each other. So it is important. We've done dialogue as an oral skill, and number two, we've done dialogue as a functional writing item. But it is important for us to understand that polite interruption is very key to our understanding of conversational skills. Polite interruption. Now read the following conversation, paying particular attention to ways in which the four speakers interrupt each other. So there is an interruption here. Kolan, we have Lenga, we have Dema, and we have Bena. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to nominate our representative. Lenga says, I wish to propose Muiba. Dema, I wish to propose Wima. Bena, I wish to propose Neema. So up to there is no interruption. I think they are following the rules of turn taking. Then Colin says, it is obvious we have three candidates. Would each proposer care to justify their choices? Lenga, I propose Muiba on account of gender. We need to move with time, ladies. Before he could say ladies, Dema says, gender notwithstanding, Muiba doesn't have what it takes. Wima has expired. That is an interruption there. Then Lenga cut in and says, I don't understand his argument. There is always a beginning. Wima has qualities of leadership. I was coming to that. If you'll allow me, Miss Lenga, leadership is not just about qualities. Experience, they say, is the best teacher. Then Lenga says, as addressing Dema directly, are you insinuating that Muiba cannot lead because of lack of experience? Come on, Miss Dema and Lenga. Miss Bena also needs time to justify her choice. Bena comes in and says, thank you, Mr. Kolan. Miss Neema is my choice because she has the papers. She has a degree in business snapping. That is relevant in this situation. Someone who has had a hand on real business, another curtain. With all due respect, colleagues, we need to draw ballots to determine who is to be our representative. Now, straight to the question, identify and write the areas you feel the interruptions and disagreements were not done politely. The key word here is politely. So it is polite interruption where they were not done politely. I think I should go straight to telling you the answers. One, where somebody is saying experience. That was mid-sentence interruption. We call it mid-sentence interruption. Mid-sentence interruption. Then we have, I don't understand his argument. When you cut in like that, I don't understand his argument. That is personal feelings. Personal feelings. Personal feelings. You are interrupting somebody because of personal feelings. Then we have one there, I was coming to that. And somebody says, I was coming to that. I was coming to that is rude. This is what we call a rude remark. So here we have 3 ways you cannot interrupt. There are more than that. There are more than that. We have insinuating. Somebody is saying, are you insinuating? That is provocative. Somebody has been provoked. Provocative. Provocative. Then we have, that is irrelevant. That is also rude. Rude, snapping. Rude, snapping. And finally there we have, come on mate. Informal. 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 All this is unacceptable. None of this here is accepted because they are not polite interruption. Even when you look at the last cutting in, where Kalani is saying, with due respect, with all due respect, colleagues, we need to draw ballot to determine who is to be our representative. Where there is a place there where she is saying, come on, Ms. Dema and Lenga. Come on, Ms. Dema and Lenga. That is plural of Miss. Come on, Ms. Dema and Lenga. Miss Bena also needs to, you know, that is trying to interrupting also, but it is informal. You don't use that kind of language. You don't use that kind of language to interrupt. So, ours here, we have 5 ways, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 actually, ways that interruption has taken place here. Mid-sentence interruption. You need to understand that it is mid-sentence interruption that has been exercised here, and it is unacceptable. 2, we have personal feelings. Divorce the personal feelings whenever you are engaging in a conversation, in a dialogue, discourse. 3, we have rude remarks. Rude remarks, there is also rude snapping. You snap rudely, or you retort rudely, then you are provoked. Don't express the provocation. That you've been provoked, now you go about exposing yourself. Then we have informal. The moment you start showing that, or the moment you start using informal language, it means that you are provoked, or you are using informal language to express disgust. You are using, because you don't want to be formal, you don't want to be civil. Now, how to say it? If you were to interrupt, how do you go about it? 1, you can say something like, can I just say something here? That is polite interruption. How to say it? Can I say something? Can I just say something here? That one is acceptable. Polite interruption. Can I stop you there for a moment? That is like, you know, when you say can I, it means that you are seeking that permission. Or you say, can I just butt in for a second? Can I just butt in for a second? That is polite interruption. That's polite interruption. Or you can say, can I just mention something? Can I just mention something? That is polite interruption. Or you can say, can I just add something here? Can I just add something here? That is polite interruption. Or, do you mind if I come in here? Do you mind if I come in here? Or you can say, before you move on, I'd like to say something. Before you move on, I'd like to say something. Or before you go on, I'd like to say something. Or excuse me for interrupting, but excuse me for interrupting. You are interrupting, yes. You know, in our discourses, we don't say you should not interrupt. Interrupt, yes, it's acceptable. But do it in a civilized way. Polite interruption. Excuse me for butting in. But sorry for interrupting, but just a moment, I'd like to if I could just come in here, I think. May I add something quickly? So up to there, we have done the first part of this lesson. In the next part, we shall look at how to respond politely to interruptions and continue the conversation. How to respond politely to interruptions and continue the conversations. See you there.